was probably like halfway through my freshman year. Whenever I first started, vapes were just kind of being like handed around in the bathroom and school, and a lot of people had them. So I was like, hey, I'll try it. And I did not realize how addicting it would actually be.
Back in 2017, vaping first came into my radar in view of, one of those things that I needed to start looking at on providing a program to educate teenagers on the dangers of vaping. So it was one of those things that, again, where I was not aware that vaping was becoming an epidemic until an encounter occurred in my own family where my daughters, I have two daughters, currently their ages 19 and 17. Well, my oldest daughter was offered an e-cigarette, and I found out about that, and my younger daughter told me, and so I always call her my little snitch, but she did a good job in letting me know that her older sister had tried it. And so when I asked my older daughter if that was the case, she said, yeah, I tried it. And she's like, I didn't know what it was, but the two that were doing it in front of me made it seem like it wasn't dangerous. I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know how to start on lecturing her because I really don't know what's going on and what these things are. And so I knew they were tobacco-based type products. I knew that they were out there ultimately to replace traditional cigarettes. So I started doing the research and started looking at, what is an e-cigarette, first of all, and looking at the components and when it first came around. And that was back in 2002 with Professor Han Lick, that he created the initial e-cigarette, again with the mindset to stop traditional tobacco use because of all the combustibles and all the different products that are in there that can cause heart disease and cancer.
Vaping nicotine has been, I think, what potentially could be a way for adult tobacco users to get off of a more harmful product like cigarettes or cigars or dip or chewing tobacco, but unfortunately has also been an on-ramp for millions of young people who wouldn't have otherwise started to use a tobacco product in the first place to become addicted to nicotine, which is a dangerous drug. It's a damaging drug, particularly for young people, and it's a very, very addictive drug, which means that it's hard for young people to stop using it once they've started, and potentially puts them on a lifetime trajectory of addiction that can be very, very damaging to themselves and hard to get off of.
I tried to quit several times, and there was one night, it had probably been a week, and I probably looked like a full-on crack addict. Like my body was like tweaking out, and I was like, I needed it so bad. And like the next day I had to go to school, and it was like miserable. And so I started again because I couldn't think of an alternative to it.
Vaping nicotine delivers nicotine to the human brain extremely quickly and at very, very high levels. And nicotine is the drug in tobacco that makes it addictive. That's what makes it so powerful and hard to quit. And young people who start vaping nicotine, while they might be avoiding some of the damaging qualities of a combusted tobacco product, they're not avoiding the negative aspects of nicotine use. And nicotine is very damaging to the human brain, especially while it is still developing. And that happens up until age 26. So we know that nicotine use for young people can permanently change their brain, can make it harder to concentrate, can make it harder to learn, can make it harder to sleep, and it can also prime the brain for addiction, making it more likely that the person using it will become addicted to nicotine, to alcohol, or other drugs later on in life.
Probably in my sophomore year, I had been doing it for so long that I was kind of getting bored of just like the pods, and so I started like trying like different brands, different flavors.
It has technology, it has marketing, it has a flavor, and it has an addictive chemical. So 4 factors in there that made this product so amazing, I guess, but it's so hard at the same time to not be curious about. Do we all love technology? Yes, we do, right? Do we all love a cool design? Absolutely. All right, so these are very smart people figuring this out. flavors. Who doesn't like Jolly Ranchers or Skittles or mango or whatever other flavor you can think of?
They also use flavors and colorful packaging and very youth attracting marketing approaches to draw young people in to try to get them to use those products in the first place.
So I had to quit cross country at the beginning of my junior year. It was the first cross country meet, and I went and told the coach that I didn't want to miss first period, like because it was chemistry, like some stupid excuse like that. And he was like, "It's fine, do what you gotta do." And so that ended my season because I was like, I can't breathe. Like how am I supposed to run 3 miles if I can't breathe?
When you're looking at all the factors and realize what we can be preventing is the fact that these products can cause heart disease and lung cancer. And that's what we want to go out there and make sure that, you know, it's not just my loved one, it's your loved one, your friends, your family. You don't want them to be affected by this and lead potentially down the path of destruction.
So I got myself to finally like throw away the nicotine that I had, and I told my sister that I was quitting, and like kind of like an accountability partner, like just like stop me from doing it if you ever like see me near one or like anything like that. And it hasn't been a problem since, and I'm not like craving it or anything now.
Text Ditch Vape to 88709 to sign up to get free anonymous daily text messages from This Is Quitting to quit vaping.